Alright, greetings and wholeness. So today in this video I'll talk about the so as I promised, I'd talk about some of the herbs that are very beneficial for the cleansing of the vessel. Some of the benefits of cleansing the vessel, especially at this time, is that the body has a chance to now keep up with the energetic changes or shifts, the cycles that we're moving through right now. So essentially what would be happening is you would be essentially letting go of a lot of the densities that would be stuck possibly in the body system, in the body simulator system, and basically allowing for the frequency in itself to raise to a much higher level. Alright, so this in itself allows for the energy which would be coming in as like you could see it as like a flood of electron energy, or even like a flood of cosmic energy coming into the system, coming into the planetary sphere. That's why you're seeing a lot of the earthquakes. You're seeing a lot of the, especially with the whole thing with the Schumann resonance spiking, you're seeing a lot of earthquakes, floods, different types of weather patterns actually changing right now in the atmospheres. And just like the earth, we also have a representation of energetic cycles and systems that are changing right now, and essentially the densities, when the energy hits certain densities or certain blocks, it basically creates like an impact. Some call it molecular compaction, which then causes a manifestation within the physical body or in the physical reality, right, in the simulation. So in essence, the aspect of the cleansing, and I would have talked about this in the in one of my previous videos, right, talking about the dark realm systems and how certain portals of emotion, for example, are maybe able to be accessed with, or at least from my experience, be able to be accessed through the body system, through the mind system, because of certain frequency vibrations that is existent within the body simulator, the body system. So in essence, I found it beneficial for myself to actually do certain clearings through my ascension process, and I hope that some of this is able to help you as well. So through the process of clearing, I noticed, for example, a lot of the body in itself, a lot of the way how the system is set up certain ways is to essentially create like a slow poison within the system, to create a density within the body by causing the body to lose its efficiency in digestion, right, which is our ability to process certain types of information as well. So essentially what has happened, and this is even due to like the whole process of stress and the human body not breathing correctly as we age, as we get older. A lot of babies tend to breathe in their stomach, so their diaphragm, their stomachs push out, right? Their posture is a lot different, and so in essence we have to now get back into the programming of breathing deeply into the system, breathing into our stomachs, breathing all the way down, right? And this then activates the parasympathetic system, which allows for a greater response when it comes to digestion and production of the acid within the body. Okay, so you would see certain responses manifest, such as with low stomach acid, such as some people get a lot of irritable bowel syndrome, even like acid reflux in itself, where the sphincter doesn't close because of the acid content, low acid content. So then you get like basically a splashing up of the contents that is within the stomach, because the sphincter isn't closed. And so yeah, I came across a lot of information, and some of the stuff that came up was the one of the first processes is clearing the colon. So one of the first couple of things that I started to use was a herb called harataki, or more like a fruit called harataki. So you can check out your local health shops, or any online, just type it in and you should see harataki. So what that does is that it is very well known to clear out the gut, the colon, just keeping the system regulated. It balances the doshas, what they deal with in Ayurveda. I also noticed that it helps with the brain, significant effects on the brain, increases oxygen to the brain. I think they say about like 300% or so. So yeah, okay, so another aspect of it then is what I would have mentioned before in the previous video about the using the psyllium husk and bentonite clay. You have to be also mindful as well when you're taking these binders to drink plenty of water. Always hydrate the system. Hydration in general also helps with the clearing out of the system. It also helps with the hydraulic system within the body, which is associated with when you receive like downloads of information, photonic light. This helps to modulate the information or process the information that would be coming up and out from the system, right, or coming in. So it all depends on the perspective. So you can check out, so I'll try to again post a link to a couple colon cleanse kits in my description below. You can also check on YouTube. You can put together certain components of the cleanse as well. Any questions, you can email me about that. And okay, so the cleansing of the liver now, certain herbs that I have used personally, dandelion root and milk thistle, right? So I would drink that in the morning, in the AM, and I start off gentle first just to see how the body responds, and then I maybe drink it like twice a day, right? So that's the next step. And then maybe about 5 days after, or maybe even like a week or so after, depending on how you feel. I tend to follow my intuition on certain things when it comes to this, but yeah, again, it depends on what you may be going through, right? But milk thistle is really useful. And then the next set of stuff is let me see. So I then moved on to cleansing the kidneys, right? So the kidneys and the bladder. So for the bladder I used marshmallow, and for the kidneys I used dandelion root. Is also really good for the kidneys as well. Some people use red clover, and yeah, So those would do a gentle cleanse of the kidneys. And then I moved on to the lymph. So right away, Calendula, red clover, devil's claw is a good one as well. All right, echinacea, that's for the lymph. The lymph is very important in terms of the production of the whole regulation of the immune system, right? And then the last is the blood. So burdock, hands down, burdock root, it's really good. Stinging nettle helps with the nutrients within the body. Yellow dot works really well as well, and that also helps with the colon too, right? So you can do additional research as well. I'll try to again put some information on each of them in the description below. But I've found through actually cleansing certain aspects of my being, certain emotions, certain thought processes, they wouldn't come up, right? Because again, our organs are connected to the planets. They're connected to certain parts of the body are connected to then the planetary system as a holographic projection. They're connected to different parts of the earth. So some people who are conscious of certain shifts within their body, for example, something may be going on in some part of the earth, like an earthquake, and all of your back may hurt you at certain points in your back, representing the area of the planet, and that's very real, right? So again, it all depends on your energetic connection, your DNA resonance, your DNA sequence, the consciousness that you embody, or the consciousness that you're connected to. These in itself helped me along my journey again to coming to the realization that yes, in certain aspects, depending on your journey, your path, it is beneficial in itself to again cleanse certain parts of the body, because of the realization for me again as the fact that there are a lot of systems in place within the false matrix program to keep the consciousness suppressed, to keep the consciousness down in a low state, and they do it a lot of the times through the food, right? This also helps them to in the process of programming the consciousness, programming the mind, because the consciousness is shut down, the ship is shut down, right? And they're able to essentially reprogram your consciousness in a different way, reprogram it to benefit them in a vampiric system, right? So, but again, we're moving out of that system now, and so as well as in itself beneficial now to become aware of what to clear, how to clear certain aspects of the body, of the mind, of the consciousness. I'm going to go into certain aspects of clearing the consciousness as well. Yeah, right. So I wanted to start with the grounds first, with the physical aspect, the physical vessel, but in many aspects, in all aspects, everything comes from the mind system within this realm, right? It comes from the mind. And one of the aspects as well in clearing our filters, because the organs are filters within our body. They're also connected to the chakra system, so this helps to clear the chakra system as well, helps it to move into a realm of harmony, right, and balance. It also helps with the processing, or the realization, the observation of certain things within the reality. So I'll head in and do another quick video on some of the supplements that would assist with the pineal gland. Right? So yeah.